I think I must
What are
have
you
it this
recording?
close. Another video.
Of? How? What do you talk about?
It's a movie commentary channel.
I wanna hear.
No, that's awkward. I wouldn't be able to do it. Hey man. Hey. Okay, let's address the elephant in the room. My bad eye job. It's growing out, so you don't even need to worry about it. It'll be gone in 2 years. That's how long my hair takes to grow. But don't worry about it. It's fine. I'll probably just redo it. I was going through a rough patch when I did it, and let's just say that rough patch is still happening. It was meant to be like a cute messy. Now it's just messy. Anyway, we moved. Y'all know we're not together actually. I mean, I think we're all in that together. Okay, so just a few housekeeping things that I want to address. First of all, in the first video, I know that was freaking long, but it took forever to edit, and I didn't want to delete anything because a lot of what I said related to each other, so I had to keep almost everything in. I'm not gonna do it like that this time. Also, I also wanted to say that when you saw, like, you know, those flashes of light, it's because I kept looking at my laptop and then I'd look at the camera again, so I did do this brightness thing because hi, I'm broke and I can't afford a proper camera. So I'm sorry about that. Sorry about anything else that you didn't like about the first video. Like I said there though, I will improve. That is what I plan to do, because I'm also not 100% happy with that one. Okay, I think we can just jump right into it. Yeah, I feel like I said way too much in the first video that I could have actually spread out across these 5 movies that I want to cover. But yeah, lucky for you, that just means this is a shorter video, hopefully. I am not going to be doing this like I did the first video. That took way too much time of me sitting here, so I am just going to give you a rundown like this.
Hey man, hey, reporting live from having to stay at this mess for the longest while I'm editing. Let's go. It starts with Bella's birthday. She's turning 18. She doesn't want to age because she doesn't want to be any older than Edward. The Cullens throw her a little party. She cuts her finger at the party, which sends Jasper, the newest vampire in the Cullen clan, into a bloodthirsty frenzy. Edward tries to protect Bella and she gets hurt a little more. This is apparently the turning point for Edward because a day or so later, Edward tells Bella they're leaving without her. Bella goes into a deep depression which causes her physical pain and toys with death just to see these apparitions of Edward in her mind telling her not to be stupid. She goes stupid. Charlie tells her she needs to get out more, so she goes to hang out with Jacob while he fixes the second-hand motorbikes she bought. She wants to drive the motorbikes because she knows it's kind of dangerous and Edward wouldn't approve, and she wants to see more visions of him. Jacob makes a move and Bella friend zones his ass, and this is probably what triggers his change. She doesn't see Jacob for a while, and when she finally goes to confront him, she finds out he's a werewolf. Her daredevil antics get worse and she goes cliff diving and almost dies, but Jacob saves her. Alice sees a vision of Bella jumping off a cliff and comes to find out if she's still alive. Ashley Green is an absolute stunner, by the way, and if you disagree, you're delusional. Edward, wherever he is, however, thinks Bella's dead and goes to the sort of vampire government, the Volturi in Italy, to have them kill him, but they refuse, so he plans to reveal himself to the humans so that the Volturi have no choice but to kill him. Alice has a vision of all this, and her and Bella race to Italy to save him. Jacob begs her not to go. She goes. They save Edward, and the Volturi tells them to change Bella into a vampire before they see her again, or else. Love you, Michael. Edward proposes to Bella. The end. Back to you, my crusty ass in the studio.
Any questions? Great, good points. All good points. I'm just going to get into the character of Jacob. Like I said in the previous video, I am not coming for the actors. Taylor Lautner has made some amazing films. Chibi by the Dozen 2 and The Chaotic Good. That was Shark Boy and Lava Girl. A staple for a 2000s kid childhood. Did I just spit? Anyway, I will say this though. Y'all came for Debbie Ryan's questionable acting in Radio Rebel, but y'all let Taylor Lautner go with his melodramatic ass in these movies. We respect the dedication though, so I still love it. Like I said, I'm not going to be shitting on these actors. Let's get into the characters. So let's talk about Jacob. Jacob Black. Shame. Jacob was really just a side piece, eh? Sure, he was really just a side piece, especially in this movie. He was really just a distract. He was really what Kalani was talking about. Also, you kind of can't blame Bella because she was going through it. No, we can still also blame her, because even when you're going through it, you still need to respect how other people will feel because of you. You gotta take that into account. Oh my gosh, I look like I should be next to Kanye West and Lil Peep. Lil Peep? Lil Pump. One of the lols. Bella was really going through it, but like, I think you can't really blame her because she wasn't really herself. She wasn't sure if she should have made it clear that she wasn't interested in him that way from the jump, because he didn't directly say how he felt from the jump. But you could tell. Also, to Jacob's defense, you could tell he was very outward about how he felt about Bella. Like, we could smell that crush a mile away. We didn't need any of the supernatural senses. We could tell. And I'm sure Bella could tell too. You're just able to tell sometimes when someone likes you. And if Bella couldn't tell Jacob had a crush on her, she was... So it was kind of shitty that Bella only actually told him definitely. She was vague up until Edward was coming back for sure, and Edward was back for sure. Then she was like, it's him, it's always been him. Bitch, you could have saved him so much heartbreak by just telling him from the jump, hey, listen, my one true love is Edward, but like, I'm willing to get down with you. And then when Edward came back, you could just be like, he's back. That makes me sound like such a bad person, but anyway, that's just how I view it. You know, the game is cold. Shoot or get shot. I don't know how many people, I haven't seen a lot of people talk about this, but I really actually enjoyed and I liked Bella and Jacob's friendship. I found that they were kind of the same type of person, you know. But what boggles my mind is how she got involved with two supernatural groups at the same time. Not one, but two supernatural groups at the same time. And to top it all off, they're rivals. That's some good writing right there, Miss Myers. That had me hooked. So I feel Jacob is good for Bella in theory. He's definitely my type on paper. Definitely they're each other's types on paper. They're definitely good for each other in theory. I mean, he makes her feel good. She even calls him her personal sunshine. Like, I mean, you don't just say that about just anybody. And I feel like he could genuinely make her happy. Like, if she gave him the chance, he could make her happy. But I think she knew all along that Edward was the one, and that if Edward didn't end up coming back and she did end up with Jacob, she would kind of be, I don't even really want to say it, but like, she would kind of just be settling. In her books, it would be settling. Not that Jacob's not a great guy, but she would be settling for Jacob because Edward's the one she wants. It's shame. He's truly just second best, second fiddle in this movie. Top 2 and not number 1. And also, Jacob is just a child. Like, he'd beg to differ with it. That line makes me so sick, especially the way he delivered it. And then the babe, he's like, age is just a number, baby. I can't even say it properly without cringing. Jacob is just a child, and he's just a kid, man. I'm kind of glad that Bella dropped him when she did, because if she had strung him along for a whole relationship, she would have damaged him. I'm sorry. She would have demolished his self-esteem. She wouldn't outright say it. I don't think Bella's a bitch like that. I think she's a bad bitch. having two supernatural, quite attractive guys fawning and like falling over you, and you don't really do much to warrant that. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Just saying, what else could it be? Her personality? All in all, I liked the character of Jacob. I think he was a great little scapegoat to add a little conflict to the story. Even to just put it like that, I feel bad. But yeah, that's kind of just what he was. And then the fact that they also gave him, just like, you know, they tossed him a little happy ending and it happened to be intertwined with Bella's like that, that still doesn't change the fact that he was really just used throughout this franchise as just some kind of vehicle to just move the story along and create conflict a little bit, and then tossed to the side with... Okay, we'll get into his relationship with Renesmee when we get there. Yeah, so those are my thoughts on Jacob. So let me just talk again about a few general things. The wolves as a whole, I love the wolves. They're so cute, they're adorable. Like I like the little scenes where they're interacting and stuff. I think that's cute. That adds a little, you know, little warmth to the movie. Also, I like the contrasts that they use. Like when Bella met the Cullens in the first movie, it was very sterile. Is that the word? That's the word. Like the filter and the lighting was very cool. Very, I don't want to say cold. It was very subdued. Glass, a lot of steel, a lot of, yeah. And then when the contrast with when they showed the wolves and how the wolves live, there was a lot of wood, a lot of earth, a lot of greenery, a very bright, warm filter. I like how that contrast, because even as creatures, one is literally warmer than the other, so I think that's cool. Yeah, like I said, they're adorable. I'm able to look past I'm able to look past the washboard abs now, because I've matured and I've realized that there's more to men than their physique, you know. Trash comes in all shapes and sizes. So anyway, I like the wolves. They're cute, they're badass, and the CGI is not bad either, so thumbs up. The Valtteri. Like I said, I love the Valtteri. I think they're so cool and so interesting. I want to know everything about them. Also, Michael Sheen, I am here for you. The fact that the Valtteri is also corrupt just adds another layer that just makes them oh so juicy. I just want to know everything there is to know. They just show us like hints here and there of their past in the story. I want to know everything. I want to know the whole origin story of everyone. I want to know more about the time that Carlisle spent with him, and I want to see more of Michael Sheen. If we're being honest, he's the best part of this whole saga. I said what I said, and I meant what I said, and I said what I meant. Anyway, my hair is getting messed up. Not that it wasn't messed up to begin with, but you know, it was meant to be like a cute messy. Now it's just messy. Lastly, Edward and Bella's breakup. I know I was really harsh about all of this, and I was harsh on Bella in the previous video, and I joked about it a lot. But rewatching Twilight truly gives me stress, because now that I'm, like I said, I'm a little more mature, and I like to think that I'm a little more woke. I realize that there are a lot of things wrong with how dependent they are on each other. Granted, I don't think I could deny that they probably do genuinely love each other, but the fact that it was presented that this is what true love looks like, that don't really sit right with me, because obviously some people would view that as true love. A lot of people would say, if he's willing to die for me, he's the one. But I'm not qualified in anything at any rate, but I don't think that's really healthy. I'm just speaking from what I hear and see and have absorbed. I don't know how, you know what I'm saying? Okay, you can love someone with your everything, and you still wouldn't have the capacity to say, like, okay, if something happened to you, I wouldn't want to be here anymore either. Like, I would also want to cease to exist. And you don't have to do that or say that to prove to someone or to show someone how much you love them. I don't think that should be a measurement of love. That's what I was trying to say in the previous video. If that didn't come across, I'm sorry. I don't know why I was so mad. I was genuinely talking about Twilight like it was a movie that I didn't enjoy at all, but I really did. I think I was just in a bad mood that day. like I said, the romanticization of the whole Romeo, is that the ship name? The whole Romeo and Juliet situation. I don't know, it kind of makes me itchy. But I guess when you're like a century old and you've seen everything that there is to see, and you finally find someone that you want to spend the rest of your life with, I mean, I guess you'd be ready to risk it all. Huh? I'm not endorsing it though. That type of love, I'm not endorsing it because personally I don't want it. Anyway, yeah, so I think that's all I really wanted to say about this movie. This video is really fucking bothering me. If you like this video and you would like to see more like it, like this and subscribe. When I say like this, I mean like the video and subscribe and comment, no matter what kind of comment it is, because all feedback is good feedback. And I'll see you when I see you.